Hey folks, Polaris here. I just wanted to share a couple of updates with you guys. I know it's been a couple of days, more than a month really, since I've done my last video, and that was the Metroid, Dread, Samus, and Emmy 2-pack on there, and then I did another previous video of some custom Amiibo, which I'm working on as well. I just actually got not too long ago. As you can see, I'm working on my Luigi. He's work in progress. He's still not on the base yet. But I finally did find a Cat Luigi and a Cat Toad to go with my Cat Mario and Cat Peach. And then a couple days ago I also got a Wendy, so I'm going to get her prepared and transfer her over for my old little Wendy kind of smallish figure that went with it before, to give it a nice little Koopaling fit with it. So, but it has been a while since I posted a video talking about anything on the channel, any events or anything like that on the channel. And that's just a little bit of just me being quiet and just mellow and saddened, just because right before the Sora event, which I was super excited for, and I was super happy that Sora was the character, and I'm super happy with how the character is, how he plays and everything, he came out really at the wrong time for me specifically, and that was because of the passing of my pet Stitch. It really wasn't just it was an awful time for us, and even till this day, I still feel, I'm missing him. He's just been a part of my life for a long time, and a great companion pet, very affectionate, and it was hard on me a lot. So I was very fortunate to have, the support of my loved ones, my wife especially, to get through and to go through this transition of life. And I can't be any more thankful, especially, with something like that. And you guys as well, thank you for sending me the messages and everything like that. It really did help, it helped me get through that. So, but we have to move on with life, and we are moving on with life, and I've noticed one plus part of life that I see that we had an additional year is to the channel. So it kind of crept up on me, but we are going into our third year into the channel, and absolutely an amazing feeling. So I wanted to do a couple of things with the channel in this next coming week, and I think tomorrow starts, it's Monday. I know right now it's just the break of dawn Sunday, so technically now it's Monday actually. But yeah, I wanted to do some things for the channel with the upcoming week, starting off with the anniversary on there. And yesterday we have officially, today, technically yesterday, yesterday we have officially ended the Sora event. So we made it to 400 Sora videos on there. So thank you so much, guys, for participating in the event, and thank you so much for watching it. And if by any chance, if the request that you made for Sora was not in the event, please don't worry about it, because all the Sora requests that we took, we pretty much just shifted them over to just the requests. So it's just in a new queue is essentially what it is. So I'm just going to keep doing the videos. I just shifted all of the Sora stuff into it. So you'll be seeing Sora stuff as well in the near future. But I wanted to move on to the next event that we're going to do as well, and that is bringing back community polls. So like at the end of every event, we're going to bring back community polls. So starting not this week, but starting next week, just because we got a couple things going on this week and everything. My wife and I have a trip that hopefully due to the weather, it will be planned, and it'll be great for us. And some other things that we wanted to do. I wanted to help her with some stuff to help her kickstart her channel, and I'm going to work on another project to help out on a different channel that I'm going to be working on. But so this week, and then with work and all that kind of stuff, it's this week is a little bit too busy for us. So, but next week we're going to start back with community polls, and community polls are pretty much going to work relatively the same, with the exception of 2 days now instead of one. So before we would do community polls from Monday through Saturday. This time we're going to be doing community polls from Monday through Friday, and the reason for that is that because it's going to coincide with another event that we're going to do at the same time. So we're doing two events. Community polls are always, and then this new event will be lasting the entire year as well. It may actually go into the other year, but I really want to do this because it's an event that I really have wanted to do since the Piranha Plant event, since the Piranha Plant first came out as a character, I just never wanted to do it because it was never 100% confirmed what the roster was going to be. And you can kind of see where I'm leading up with this is that, with Piranha Plant, I did the 4-hour video of Piranha Plant versus the entire Super Smash Bros. Roster, which was a really fun video to do. I liked it a lot. But there were a couple of problems with that. First off, Piranha Plant didn't fight the entire roster because now he's missing the rest of all Fighters Pass 2. And I can go back and do it, but I'd rather do it some justice. I'd rather do that video a little bit more justice because that video also had the Piranha Plant as a computer character and not as an amiibo. And now that we have a Piranha Plant amiibo, we have 2 Piranha Plant amiibos, we can do a proper Piranha Plant versus the world, the entire roster. Versus the World is actually going to be the name of this new event, but it's going to work differently than just for the Piranha Plant. It's actually going to be the entire roster that I'll be doing. So it won't just be a video of Piranha Plant. I'm going to start it off by the beginning of the roster, so we'll start off right here with Mario, and we'll go exactly how the roster goes down. So for next week, starting next week as well, starting on Sunday, we will do Mario versus the entire Super Smash Bros. Roster. And there will be 1v1 fights, 5 stock and Omega stages. And I will be doing this until the roster finishes up with Sora. And by then, hopefully, as we keep going with the roster, more characters will come out as Amiibo that we're missing, such as Min Min, Alex, and Steve, that we know that is confirmed. And then we did get we didn't really necessarily get, we got 3D image arts of the remaining roster of what their Super Smash Brothers, the Amiibo will look like. But physically, as we know right now, that we know of releases, it's going to be in the spring. It will be Min Min, Steve, and Alex. But we will be making fights of all of them as well. So it'll be coming out. We'll do the first week. Coming up next week, we'll do Mario. So we'll start off with Mario versus Mario, and then we'll go all the way down to Mario versus Sora. And then by the end of the week, when Mario versus Sora, when we finish that video, we'll move right into the next person in our roster, and that's Donkey Kong. So we'll do Donkey Kong versus the entire roster, and then so forth and so forth. So with that as well, I will be doing mirror matches. So the first match itself will be Mario versus Mario. So if I have an Amiibo, you can see that there's another Mario Amiibo right there. I'll use that other Amiibo to have a 1v1 match. So another one right there is Yoshi. We got an Isabelle up here and another Isabelle right there. I know there's a Mega Man right here, and I have another Mega Man, a Lucario, and so forth. So if I have a double of that Amiibo, they'll definitely be doing mirror matches against each other Amiibo-wise. If not, I will be using a CPU character on there. I know that I'm going to try to get my hands on a thing. Amiibo Doctor has mentioned it several times before. He mentioned it with me during some of our collabs. A really neat little device called I think it's Amiibo Tag, is what it's called. But it's a little device that allows me to scan an Amiibo on this little disc, and I can actually write other Amiibo to it. So I can, in a sense, maybe make a Snake Amiibo fight that little disc, which is another Snake Amiibo. I'm not sure how exactly that works. I haven't really delved into it. So, but I'll be doing it as computer character matches until the rest of the roster. So look forward to that, and I will be putting them as playlists as well. So it makes it a lot easier for you to find specifically the fight that you're looking for. Because even though now with YouTube, it allows you to do things like, you can put tags and timestamps on your fights, so that way if you want a specific fight to look for a specific fight for, maybe Mario versus Captain Falcon, it's one of those things still, it's a 4-hour long video that I feel like it would be a lot better if it was just piece. If you just wanted to see that specific part of the video, you can click it on there, and then the autoplay function also is there for the playlist. So I'll just make it as a playlist on there. It'd be a lot easier, it'd be a lot cleaner to siphon through and see which fights that you wanted to see on there. But keep an eye out for that, so we'll be adding the playlist there. And so we got community polls, and we got the Versus the World event happening next week. And then to coincide with community polls, I mentioned earlier that community polls would be Monday through Friday, and the reason for that is that on Saturdays, So Saturdays, what we're going to do is, because and this all kind of ties together as well. So Saturdays, I'm going to leave no community polls on there, because that will be the day that we technically finish off our versus the world. Because I will be releasing regular just request videos as well at the same time, just how we do with any event that we did. Sora, Kazuya, Pirate, any event that we did, we released the request videos, and we released the request videos for that specific fighter at the time, because I still want to get as many fights as out there as possible for you guys. So I will continue to release the requests and the Mario versus fights next week. But I will also finish up the Mario requests on Saturday and save the remaining amount of requests for tourneys. So I've dedicated Saturdays to tourney day. So anything that I don't finish up with Mario throughout the week in terms of the versus the world event, I will also put out tourneys on Saturdays. So keep a lookout for that as well. So if you wanted to see a tourney on there, Saturdays would be definitely the days I'll be posting a tourney. So definitely keep a check an eye out for that. And that coincides on there with the community polls as well. That's why it's Monday through Friday. And then Saturdays, it allows me, when I get back from work, it allows me to focus a little bit more on what needs to get done in terms of how I can start off the week for Sunday for the next character coming up. And it gives me a little bit more leeway to work and getting out as much content as I can for you guys. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will be releasing videos, like I said, for upcoming projects. I got, Cat Luigi, I got my Cat Toad, and then I showed you Wendy as well, coming out as well. So once they finished, I'll pretty much post a little video on that, and then everything else that I have coming out, I'll let you guys know. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, couple of new events coming out on there. I'm super excited for the Versus World event, because that's one of the ones that, like I said, with the Piranha Plant, I really liked doing that event. It's just that it was a 4-hour video that I started at 1 in the morning. It's not, and that was a 4-hour video straight that I started at 1 in the morning. So while it was really fun, I just didn't want to go odd hours. I mean, I still make videos and stuff at odd hours of the night anyways. It's just getting to do it certain parts, and having to do a break and everything like that. And it's a lot cleaner to do it that way in terms of videos, just having it just separate videos if not. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate everything. You guys have supported me on here 3 years now. That's a lot. That means a lot to me. Being on this channel 3 years as just a hobby, as something to just make somebody smile. I know I just went through my own little personal tide of darkness on here, and just my downtime on there, and my negativity. And that's one thing I don't like about I don't like talking about on the channel is negativity, because I feel like, specifically, I created the channel to share the fun and passion of Amiibo. I'm not in here to win an Amiibo versus Amiibo metagame. I'm not here to do any of that. I know I get in the comments sometimes, I was like, oh, why does your character fight like this? Why isn't your character using this? It's a top tier character. It should be using all of these moves all of the time. And I think to myself, it's like, but where's the fun in it? These characters were made to just they have different abilities. They have different specials. They were meant to fight how I feel like they were meant to fight. If Toon Link, I feel like, if Toon Link or Link uses a little bit too many weapons on there, I feel like that's kind of normal, because when you play Zelda, you use items. So I make these characters fight on how I feel like they would fight in an actual fight, not kind of what the meta needs to be, or what the top tier needs to be, because truthfully, they're not fighting other people. They're not fighting other Amiibos from other channels or anything. They're just fighting my own Amiibo. So they don't need to be super meta, or they don't need to always be pressing the one or using the one move that can make them win. No, I want them to have variety. I want them to mess up. Because I feel like in the end of the day, it's Super Smash Brothers. Stuff can happen in the game, of course. It's Super Smash Brothers, So, and their abilities really do count for something. And even if they do it right or do it wrong, it's just part of the fight. You know, it's part of the fun to see these guys do it. And that was the reason why I made the channel, was because I wanted to see what would happen. You know, if you put this character against this character, or this character against that character, you know, it's fun to see them fight. And Super Smash Brothers has always been a game to me that has either brought a community together, as we can see. Um, Here, we can see in hundreds of Smash communities all over the globe. We can see in major fighting tournament events. We can see it everywhere. Super Smash Brothers has brought so many people together, and I love that about that. And it's just, even with the Amiibo stuff as well, it is also one of the things. It's like it brings people together, because at the end of the day, it's still Super Smash Brothers, and it is, to me, I always mention it before, it's that gift that gives on giving. It's Super Smash Brothers. With new characters like Kazuya, Sora, it brings a whole new community over. Banjo, it brings a whole new community of fighters over, of players over. Steve, you know, I know a lot of people complained about Steve and Alex and the other Minecraft characters being in there. I thought it was fascinating. You know, now personally, I've played Minecraft, I can tell you, to be truthful, like a handful of times, and I've enjoyed every time of it. But it's really happy for me to see that this character is in this game, because it's a game about, you know, the generations of gamers all coming together into this fighting fun party game. And I feel like with that, you're bringing a generation from Minecraft, a generation from Metal Gear Solid. You know, that's a big time gap in between, and you're bringing them together in this community. You're creating friendships, and I love that about Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers is a game that, yeah, you can get salty. A lot of people can get salty, and a lot of people can get mad. That's why sometimes I don't really play Smash competitively anymore, is because a lot of people get salty and a lot of people get mad. I just play for the fun of it. You know, I love having fun with Super Smash Brothers. You know, I love having items on. I love the randomness of it. It's part of the fun of Super Smash Brothers. It's just this overall party game that you gather up with your friends and you just have a grand old time. And the game has proven to just do exactly that. You know, the game has proven that you can bring people together from all around the world and just have this amazing community, and have people that share a lot of things, a lot of things together, and they make these friendships. And that's what I like about that. Is that Super Smash Brothers does all of this just by being a game and helping out a community, especially in the world nowadays that we have just a little bit too much negativity. And I know, and I get it. There are a lot of things, especially with me, you know, I just, with the past event, and we just recently talked about it, you know, there is a lot of negativity going out in the world, and that's something that we can't ignore, is all the negativity. But, you know, it's nice to have a breather sometimes. It's nice to just take it in and just be okay, and just not have to worry about a thing. So I hope everybody has a fantastic week. I hope everybody takes care. I hope everybody stays safe. Thank you so much for hearing me ramble. And starting next week, we'll be going on those events. So take care, stay safe, and smash on, guys. Thank you.